your favorite music influencer from the one and only Boston City of Champs, because all we do is win. Speaking of being a music influencer, I'm gonna be explaining to y'all what is a music influencer. So hopefully you can decipher if you are one as well, who would be considered one, and how music influencers are literally changing the music industry from indie to Billboard hits. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, grab a pen and paper and take notes. So first, what is a music influencer? Well, the best definition comes from Grin.co, and it states a music influencer is any creator who incorporates music into their content or promotes, reviews, or discusses anything related to the music industry, which I feel like basically translates into those who basically center their repertoire, especially as a career or even hobby, towards music. These creators most obviously are, musicians, but don't sleep, because a lot of them aren't. Or being a musician is not their main push to the world. What makes a music influencer different from a regular influencer? Well, an influencer is defined as a person who is able to inspire or guides the actions of others. Or more specifically, in referral to social media, a social media influencer is someone who has knowledge and a large following in a specific cultural landscape and can use that influence to influence, purchasing decisions or even trends among other people who are also a part of that same community, or just in general bring awareness. Influencers usually use social media to voice their opinions on the goings or what's happening in their community. So the main difference is that a music influencer is just more niche down as a type of influencer. A lot of music influencers tend to have careers, side hustles, hobbies, and just overall a passion that mainly is catered and centered to the music industry. And they make it known amongst their community and just for the world. And they just represent, you know what I'm saying? So who would be considered music influencers other than musicians? Well, let's decipher it down into categories in reference to the definition in connection to what they do with music: promote, review, and discuss. I didn't include the first part of the definition, which is incorporation of music into content, because I feel like simply anyone can really do that, regardless of their status or interest. But what makes one an influencer or a music influencer is their consistency. Also, what would make one a music influencer, specifically in this category, would be their market or their target audience and just their platform presence as well. Others who tend to have a major role in this category tend to be connected to other communities outside of music that play a more major role in their niche of influencing. Also though, side note, I do feel like maybe label executives who define their label as a brand could fall under this role, because they're a source of the community without trying to create a mass following, but instead focus on crafting for others. Okay, so promote. These would be considered the marketers of music because of their engagement with music promotion. Music influencers who fall under this category are bringing awareness of music. Most commonly known position would obviously be music promoters. But music promoters can be individuals on behalf of artists or concerts, as well as represent venue and companies. Concert promoters tend to throw music events and book artists for gigs, shows, and concerts, as well as have a leveraged notoriety of generally promoting musicians and music, especially online in today's era. Some music pages and music blogs could also fall under this category. I would also put photographers and videographers under this category as well, especially those who more so niche and specifically film music videos or musicians, or just specifically take pictures of artists. As well as I would put dancers in this category as well, or even lip singers too, not gonna lie, that focus on music to be shared. And let's not forget DJs. I would put DJs in this category too. And honestly, DJs have always served as a heavy importance in the spread of music. DJs were originally the first form of promoters in music technically, especially in hip hop music. Because you know how it is. If a DJ was playing your music, people were gonna know about you. You was popping. And honestly, still in today's time, it's still, good for artists to connect with DJs and know DJs to collaborate with them so that, they can play your music. Okay, so next would be reviewers or critiques. So this could be people who rate or talk about music, or even talk about artists that are dropping projects in comparison to others or other projects. To be a music reviewer, you don't have to be a music genius, but the key is to prove quality feedback to artists or to the music community. A lot of times music critiques or reviewers are, bloggers who dedicate writing or expressing their music opinions through video or audio like YouTube and podcasting. But they also tend to do a lot of listening to what other people feel about, projects that just dropped, or just how other people feel about an artist, or just in general what's happening. They tend to listen and stay in tune a lot. And just in general, from listening, they just know a lot, and they do a lot of research trying to decipher things about projects, artists, and just the genre in general. If you think about it, this is nothing majorly new. There's just more opportunities nowadays for those who want to reach masses of people for their love and appreciation for music. Okay, so next category would be discuss, and I feel like discuss is very much similar to review, where they are, in a sense, talking about music. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a rock with y'all. As I was going through my notes of writing this video, I very much decided to just keep it at these two categories of promote and review, because discuss kind of, in a sense, falls in alignment with review, where you're analyzing and you're constantly talking about music, or just in general different corporations like projects and artists, and just the genre, and adding value to it. But overall, the reason why I wanted to discuss this is because a lot of this is nothing really new. I just feel like there's just more opportunity for people to exploit their love for music, though, to more masses of people. And it's like, you don't only have to be the singer or the rapper or the band to basically be the main ones to cause an influence or be paid attention to within their communities or the world with such high notability when it comes to music. So the reason I wanted to discuss this also is because music influencers have become so important. And this is because of the sheer amount of music that is available to the world, to us today. With streaming services like Spotify and YouTube, it's easier than ever to discover new music. And honestly, sometimes it can become overwhelming to sift through all the options. And I just feel like that's where music influencers come, and they're able to curate and filter the music for their followers, making it easier for them to find new music that they'll love. But it's not just about discovering new music. Music influencers also play an important role in shaping music trends and promoting new and engaging artists. So by sharing their favorite music with their followers, they can help boost the popularity of a particular artist or a song. This can be especially important for independent artists who may not have the same virality or even visibility or promotion as a, bigger artist or more established artist. Overall, music influencers have been a powerful force to the music industry. They're an important source of music discovery and recommendations, and they're an increasingly important way for artists to connect with their fans. So, all I gotta say is, don't sleep on music influencers, because they do so much. We're really out here, and why this is really humbly important to me, especially because quite obviously I started in the music game as an artist, but working behind the scenes has really opened my eyes to see how many different sides there is to it. And there's sometimes where it's I'm not even rapping at the moment, but people hold weight about how I feel in the music industry just because of like how I carry myself and just like what I've accomplished. And it just really shows me like, yo, sometimes like you don't have to be the stereotypical like rapper to basically like have a point or an opinion that people want to listen to or people respect. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, it just puts different perspectives on it. Like, I'm a music influencer and I'm not a full-time rapper, you know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, it just shows like every piece is important. Like, when you realize what your passion is and you go get it, it's gonna come back and get you 10 times harder and better than you even think and believe could see was possible. And yeah, that's basically all I wanted to share. I don't know if it fully makes sense because I was kind of jumping all over the place, but yeah, like music influencers, they're important. We're here, we're out here, we do exist, and it's only gonna grow in the future. So if you have a passion for music, understand you don't only have to be the singer, you don't only have to be the rapper. There's more to it, and yeah, it's more important. So yeah, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, peace out.